Last time we cooked this, it got 9 million views and people lost their shit because we're putting ground beef right in the crock pot. This is 2 pounds of lean ground beef. This is 93.7, that's very important. If I can put something straight into the crock pot, that's exactly what the f I'm gonna do. Break this ground beef up and kind of smush it out in an even layer. We're gonna chop it up more later, so you don't have to get too technical with it. I'm gonna hit it with some salt, some pepper. You know I'm putting garlic powder in. I'm gonna throw some chili powder on top. This right here is gonna be my chili recipe out of Keep It Simple, y'all. This is 1 onion, 1 red bell pepper, and 1 de-seeded jalapeno diced. 1 can of diced green chilies, 1 can of red kidney beans drained and rinsed, 1 can of black beans drained and rinsed. The recipe in my book calls for a cup of beef stock, but just to keep things simple, I grabbed a 15-ounce can of beef stock and it came out to like a cup and a half. I think it's gonna be fine. To that, we're gonna add 1 15-ounce can of diced tomatoes, 6 ounces of tomato paste. I'm taking a shortcut. Instead of doing all the individual seasonings, I'm just gonna put a packet of chili mix in here. We're gonna pour this over everything in the crock pot. Now just give the vegetables and the sauce a little mix, but don't get all down in there in that meat. We're gonna come back to that later. Cover that hoe up, and we're gonna go 3 to 4 hours on high or 6 to 8 hours on low. Halfway through, we're gonna get a meat chopper or a potato masher or something like that, and we're gonna chop that meat up. All right, I cooked mine for about 4.5 hours on high. She's looking real good. I'm gonna top mine with a big old dollop of sour cream, some shredded cheese, and a bunch of green onions. That beef is so tender. All right, y'all come fix you a bowl of this. And listen, if putting raw meat directly into the crock pot is not your jam, you ain't gotta tell me about it in the comments. Just don't make this recipe.